What's up, everybody? You are tuned into The Output with me, your host, DJ Unprotected. Before we get into this episode, I want to give a small business shout out. I'm a huge supporter of entrepreneurs and anyone who is doing something in an industry that they love. So this week, I want to talk about the company Outer Borough Broad. Outer Borough Broad is a lifestyle website that discusses motherhood issues, food and travel, business concepts, promotes fempreneurs and female-led businesses. Now, should you be an Outer Borough Broad yourself and want to join the tribe, contribute to the site, or partner with them, visit outerboroughbroad.com. That's outerboroughbroad.com. Now, Outer Borough Broad isn't just a person born in New York City, it's an attitude, a mantra, and a way of life. The founder of Outer Borough Broad is Kristen Oliveri. She's awesome. She's married to my lifelong friend, Phil. So please check out this really cool company and follow them on IG at Outer Borough Broad. And let's be real, it is a cool name. I mean, anyone who wants to own the name Broad is like awesome. When I was growing up, I loved to call women broads, and it was it was always funny. So anyway, moving along to this week's episode, we have another awesome guest this week. She's a military veteran, a fitness industry professional, covers all the bases, a personal trainer, fitness model, and a fitness competitor. So, without me talking about them and stealing their show, let me welcome Emily Getreu to the show. What's up, Emily?
Hey, thank you for having me. Yeah, pretty much everything you've said. I kind of have dabbled in everything. I did 6 years in the Air Force, served with you. As you know, I'm a personal trainer, I am a bikini competitor, and I'm a full time student now.
I love it. Wow, you definitely have covered a lot in the past like 6 years for sure.
Absolutely.
So let's just roll right into the fitness industry because I know that is definitely your market.
Yes.
And I would like to talk about, personal training and specifically kind of like the impact of like COVID on health the past few months.
Yeah, it's been rough. I mean, it's been rough even for people that work out every single day and are active. Adjusting to at home workouts has definitely been a challenge for myself and for my clients, but I feel like everybody that has taken this opportunity to utilize their time at home have really seen some progress. But of course, you want to be safe. It's definitely scary going back into the gym with everything going on. And it can be scary trying to continue your progress when you're stuck at home and you don't want to get sick. So it's been a challenge on myself and on my clients.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I mean, I haven't been to a gym yet and I got to make a decision if I'm going to cancel it or not here soon.
Yeah, I feel that.
But like I don't know, like where have you been doing your workouts recently?
So I've been doing a lot of my workouts at Body Gym here in San Antonio. It's a privately owned gym. And the cool thing about it is that they're 24/7 and it's never really packed. So I can go in early in the morning. I'm the only person in there. Everybody really respects the space. So people keep their distance. They keep everything very clean. They wear masks if there's too many people in there. And I just really love that vibe of respecting everybody's boundaries and keeping things clean. So that's my favorite place right now to work out at.
Okay, you're the second person like in the past few days who's mentioned that gym.
Really? That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, like one of my other friends used to go to Gold's and he was like he gave Gold's a shot, but he was like, "Man, Gold's is just still as dirty as it was pre-COVID."
It's a mess. Yeah, I honestly, I go to Gold's if I have to, like if I'm in a time crunch because it's closer. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of still the same mess that it was before.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to like shoot down Gold's on air,
No,
but
no, no. It's just so
but
busy. There's just too many people.
yeah, that is true. And I know when I was going to them, like my issue was they never had like there was several occasions where they ran out of toilet paper. So after I had to cut up a t-shirt, I walked to the front desk and I was like, "Yo, guys, I'm done."
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's always an issue with something in the wrong spot, or they've run out of paper towels or cleaner or something. It's just too many people for me.
Yeah. So what's it like now, personal training? Is it like weird working with your clients, or do you feel like since you've worked with them before, you're like, you know what, they're probably not infected?
So a lot of my clients are online, which makes it really easy because I can do check-ins online. I can check how they're doing, keep up with progress, and keep giving them their programs and their macros, and we don't have to see each other in person. But for my local clients, it kind of is that it's I know that I've been around them already. I know that they are adhering to local guidelines and they're trying to be safe, staying home, wearing their masks. So when we do in-person sessions, I like to do it at a park. It's nice and open, and there aren't a ton of people around, and we can bust out a workout, and then we can continue the rest of it online.
Okay. And I've always been curious about like online personal trainers, like, because I've seen people post about it on Instagram and stuff before. Like, hey, I always thought it was like maybe some Herbalife, plug or something. Cause they're like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm looking for, I've got 1 or 2 slots available for the next 30 days, special deal. But like the communication, do they have to check in with you all the time? Like, how does it work?
So I would say that with online trainers, you have to do your research just like with anything. There are people out there that are scams. There are people out there that are involved in pyramid schemes, but there are some awesome coaches. Like my coach is based out of Austin, so all of our communication is online. And then for my clients that are online, yes, we do. We talk weekly. So we do weekly check ins where they send me videos of their workouts and I can look at their form. They send me progress pictures and they fill out a full check in form so that I can make sure that I'm doing everything I can for them as a coach and they're doing everything that they can as a client. And it's the same thing with my coach. I send him weekly check ins or more now because I'm in prep, and he responds same day, and we just keep communication that way.
Okay, so I guess both parties are kind of liable to like stay on top of it.
Absolutely, yes. So that's a big thing. If you don't respond on your check-in day with my coach, then he's not even going to respond to the next week. He's got so many clients. You have a day you check in, you have to be responsible for that. And I try to instill that in my clients as well, even though I only do lifestyle. I'm not into prepping people or doing competition clients, but I expect them to check in on their day, check in with the form like they're supposed to, and keep them accountable. And it's just a lot more successful that way.
Do you ever think that like any of your clients are lying about like their previous meal plan, like what they were eating recently?
Um, so it's happened, but just know as a coach, they know if you're lying. We know if you're lying, unless you've got something crazy going on and we need to get you blood work and get your hormones checked out. If you didn't follow your macros, I'm going to be able to see it in your check-in pictures.
Okay. That's funny. Like after say a weekend party or something, you follow them on IG and you're like, I know you weren't eating salad. That was a lot of pizza.
Yeah, yeah, that'll get you caught up too. Your coach probably follows you, so
Uh-oh, look out.
yeah, you're welcome.
That's really funny. So, all right. So I know you talked about, well, I know that you've done some photo shoots and I've seen videos like I forget it was like this real life, hey, I'm in the fitness industry, like there were models and they were saying how exhausting it was to do like even a workout video or a photo shoot because you have to consistently keep lifting like that weight 100 times. So
Yes.
like is it true?
Yeah, I mean it's exhausting. I give like professional models a lot of credit because, especially fitness models, because you're in there, you're holding these poses. Anybody that competes, bodybuilding or something like that, knows holding poses for that long is exhausting. You're flexing every muscle in your body. You're having to breathe just in your chest, not in your stomach. You're trying to keep your facial expression pleasant as well, or whatever target you're going for. And then when you're working out on top of it, yeah, you might not get the right reps and they want you to do it again, or they don't get the shot the way they want it or from the angle they want it, so you're lifting that weight again. So it's tiring, and you have to keep that, I guess, you want to look perfect the whole time. So you don't always have the luxury of getting like hot and sweaty and having a pissed off look on your face unless like that's the shoot that you're going for. So it's tiring.
Okay, is there, like, anything you could drink during that shoot to not, like, be bloated, but still get, like, some type of recovery?
I definitely bring water with me. I bring my gallon. And if you have electrolytes or sodium or something in what you're drinking, you're going to be fine. You're going to stay hydrated. And if you're worrying about water weight, then you probably should be worrying about that, before your shoot and not just during. So there's a lot of factors that go into it.
Okay, fair enough. I know that, like, when I've done modeling shoots, like, not fitness model, but, like,
Mhm.
I'm gonna wear these tight jeans or this tight suit, like, so you don't wanna be bloated or anything, so, like, no bread, like, the day before or all day of until, like, you're all suited up.
Yeah. I mean, maybe for some people, and I know that with fitness modeling, at least in my experience, maybe I've been lucky. I'm not really watching what I'm eating the day before or the morning of. Sorry, my cat just knocked something down. Um, so anyway, I'm not cutting out anything. So I might prep for a shoot if it's something big, maybe diet 8 weeks before. But I'm going to eat normal the day before, and I'm probably going to have some carbs at breakfast before the shoot so that I can keep that energy. But again, if you're worried about blowing up because you're going to eat something before your shoot, we have to figure out where that's coming from to begin with.
Okay, well, that's good to know because I was always one to, like, do a 24 to 30 something hour fast prior to modeling.
Yeah. No, I can help you with that for sure.
Okay, that's good to know because 'cause I'm sure your route is a lot more healthy.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
I don't suggest anything drastic for anybody ever. I mean, it's not wrestling or powerlifting where you have to make a certain weight the morning of. So, eat healthy all the time and you don't have to worry about it as much.
Yeah, and then just feel pretty come shoot day.
Yeah. Confidence, that's key. If you feel confident, if you feel like you're hot shit, then it's going to come through in the pictures and it's going to come out great no matter, what size you are. So,
I like it, and so I can only speak from, like, doing modeling shoots of, like I said, like, wearing, like, Hugo Boss stuff or whatever, but I always learned anytime the camera was in front of you, if it felt uncomfortable, it probably looks really good on camera. Like
yeah, absolutely. So, when you're doing fitness apparel or bikinis, or when I'm on stage competing, my back is arched so much that I'm like, this is why I have back problems. Like it's painful, but it's gonna look good because even when it feels ridiculously over dramatic, that arch is gonna give you like just that perfect amount of curve in the picture where you're like, wow, I felt like I was overdoing it,
yeah.
but you look at that picture and you're like, damn, I look good. Because if you're straight up and down, it's just not going to flatter you at all.
Yeah. I'm always, like, intrigued by this because I don't think most people know, like, it is not easy to just be on the other side of that camera lens, like, all the time, like, you're like, "Oh, man, I gotta perk this or flex this," or, like, the tongue on the roof of your mouth so that way you get, like, more of a defined jawline. It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah, but I remember when we did the Muscle Beach shoot, I thought that was pretty cool, and it was a cold day, but you were still suited up.
Yeah, I mean, there are always going to be situations where maybe your surroundings aren't ideal, but if you're modeling, especially if it's a paid gig, then suck it up. I mean, you're going to have situations that might be shitty, but the pictures might come out amazing.
Yeah, true, just gotta do it.
Yeah.
So do you have, like, any competitions lined up for this year?
I do. So I'm doing. I'm competing NPC bikini, which means the amateur league. The pro, like the Olympia or the Arnold, would be the IFBB. And it's the Rocks Discount Vitamin show in Austin on August 29th. So,
Ooh, right
yeah,
around the corner.
coming up. Yeah, I'm nervous.
It's like, so how big of a deal is that for you to like get into an NPC competition?
So to do an NPC competition, really the only requirement is to pay for your NPC card and to pay for the show fees. From there, if you place this year, if you place top five in most shows, that'll qualify you for nationals. Then once you go to nationals, you're competing for your pro card. And then once you have your pro card, that's when it's like, okay, there are shows where you get like the Arnold, you have to be invited to compete at the Arnold. And the Olympia, you have to score so many points in the year to compete at the Olympia. But as far as NPC goes, it's can you shell out the money and show up?
Okay, so like, but it's a stepping stone to get you to that, national and that other level. So that way, like once you get a pro card, that's your clout, right? Like,
Yeah, that's most competitors' goals. So yeah, so this show still is important. And if, like I said, if I place well, if I'm in top five, I will then be a nationally qualified bikini competitor, and I would be able to go to nationals next year.
oh, that's exciting.
Yes, it is.
Is this your first one?
This is my second show. My first show was in 2017.
Okay, then what was that like? Was it like nerve wracking or
Yeah, so I really thought I was prepared, but once you get on stage, it's just a shock. The time goes by so fast. You know, you have only so many seconds to go through your routine. You're covered in oil and tanner, and the lights are bright, and everybody's staring at you. It was a good experience, though. It was definitely kind of my getting my toes wet show, and I still had fun.
did you find that you moved faster than you should have, like, on that stage? Like, because 1 second is, like, super fast.
Yeah, I think I definitely could have slowed it down. And there were some movements. I had only practiced coming out on stage from one side. But of course, we ended up walking out onto stage from the other side. So
Mm.
trying to adjust my front pose with that was difficult. And you could see the awkwardness on stage.
Man, that's stage right, stage left, it all gets fucked up in a moment.
Yeah.
I remember, we did this, like, photo shoot, this model shoot, it was a hair show,
Mhm.
and we practiced entering and exiting the stage probably, like, 4 hours. I mean, so many rotations.
Yeah.
And it was simple. You'd go up, you kind of, go diagonal, walk across the front, and then go an opposite diagonal to the other side to leave. Well, my dumb ass did the one diagonal, walked in front of the stage, took my shirt off, and then just walked straight back.
Yeah, you kind of panic in the moment. You think you're prepared, but until you do it in real time, yeah, you don't know what to expect.
It gets hectic,
Hmm.
but most people in the crowd don't know. So,
Yeah. Yeah, just the judges for me, but
oh, yeah.
yeah.
I wasn't judged. Well, I was half naked anyway. So, fuck it.
Yeah, well, that's cool.
Yeah, so you going through all that stuff, like, it's bringing you opportunities, like, for supplements and clothing?
Yeah, it has. I've had I guess, my fitness Instagram for about 5 years now, and it has opened some doors. I'm sponsored by Allmax, so I get my supplements from them, and that's been a lifesaver because supplements, I mean, it all racks up, it gets expensive, so that's really nice. And then, of course, having the Aztecs as my sports management has been really helpful doing photo shoots and video shoots. Any content that I have is just going to help my Instagram. So that's been really great.
Yeah, that's cool, and I like the All Max supplements, like, when you gave some of those, product samples, like,
Mm-hmm.
man, their plant protein is, like, the best. It tastes good, and I liked it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad. I wouldn't have picked a company that I didn't like. So it's really nice that a company that I already enjoyed and respected decided to work with me. So that's really been awesome for me.
What about like any brand ambassadors like hit you up so like you take pictures or promote their company?
Yeah, so I have a unique position right now. So Haleo clothing company, so they're a fitness apparel company. I got to apply for an ambassadorship and I got accepted, so that was really exciting. And then through my time getting to know the owners, I ended up getting to get an internship with them. It's really
Ooh.
great because the owner, Chris, he's active duty Air Force right now as well. So it's a veteran owned company. It's local here in San Antonio. So I'm not only an ambassador, but I'm also an intern and I get to help with a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, which has been not only incredibly educating, but just so much fun and such a good experience.
Okay, that's awesome. I know that like Haleo is pretty big as far as like a lot of, I don't know, fitness women, at least here in Texas that I've seen, are all rocking it. And
Mhm.
it's not Lululemon, so or Shark.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's nice. It's really cool to see them grow from where they started to where they're at now and just to see all the hard work that's gone into it. Like I said, Chris, the owner, he's Air Force, and then their previous COO, Jordan, she was active duty Army. So to see a company that can grow so much with two active military members was really inspiring to me.
Yeah, I totally can get that. I know that that is not like easy at all.
No, absolutely not.
Like team no sleep on Haleo.
Yeah, yeah. So it's been really nice to be able to assist and be the intern, kind of get some of that grunt work done. I get a lot of experience in the industry, in the clothing industry, and then of course Chris gets a lot of help. So it's been great.
Okay. Well, that's really cool. I definitely look forward to seeing more of those Haleo outfits like hit the streets,
Yeah, me too.
especially knowing that it comes from like a veteran company. Like that's pretty legit.
Yeah, yeah, I love it.
Well, having you on the show, like I need to tap into all of this like workout and health and fitness life advice. So
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help.
so several months ago, well actually what was in like February, um because I take like these products as by this company, and a lot of their stuff is like focused around Moringa oleifera, which is like the most nutritious plant, blah blah blah. Like I'm not a nutritionist, I don't know, it just says it, and I met the guy, but that company merged with uh, Isogenics, and I guess like I was like friends with whatever people involved in the business, so I kept getting the notifications, and they started talking about intermittent fasting. I had never known anybody who was, like, slim and athletic looking who did intermittent fasting. It was always, like, the 40-plus-year-old older dudes who still didn't look like they were skinny. So,
Okay.
I tried it, and I did lose, like, 16 pounds, but I wanted to know, like, what your thoughts on, like, that type of diet is.
Um, let me readjust before I talk about diet. So, uh, I have, yeah, I mean, I've got no beef with it. It's not my style. For me, I do more of a macro based diet. I eat all day long. I have no restrictions on timing for myself. But I found that some clients just do better. I mean, it's not that it works better than any other diet because at the end of the day, it's going to be calories in versus calories out, your NEAT, your intensity in your workouts, how much cardio you're doing, things like that. So I don't think one is better than the other. However, if somebody is able to stick to it better, if they feel like they can continue this diet and see progress and it works better than eating all day long, then I'm game for it. Because at the end of the day, it's what's going to work best for that person long term, what they can maintain. And if you wake up and you don't like eating breakfast in the morning, or you have a really busy morning because of work and it just works out better that you eat in the evening, then I don't see a problem with it. But it's not something that I'm going to do.
Okay, you know I think that's honest advice, and I appreciate you giving like the real talk perspective on it.
Yeah.
Um, I like I said, it kind of worked for me, but I did miss breakfast. And so now that like I have opportunities to eat breakfast, I'm like killing boxes of like Captain Crunch.
See, and that's where certain fads can really get to me, because if somebody is intermittent fasting because they feel like they have to, but they hate it, and then they stop doing it, and then now they're binging and they have unhealthy eating habits because of whatever they were doing. Well, now that diet is a problem, and that's where it causes some issues for people, and that's where I see it as a negative. But I mean, that could be said with any plans. I mean, meal plans, specific, this is what you're going to eat all day long from a registered dietitian. Not even that works for everybody. I can't follow a meal plan. I need to eat different stuff every day. So it's all about what works best for you and what you can maintain.
Yeah, that's true. I did try the was it the 48 hour? I was like, I can do this. And I probably drank a gallon of pickle juice in that process.
Yeah, no, there's no way in hell. Like, I wake up, I want breakfast. I couldn't.
Now, you may not want to admit this on here, but do you have like a type of snack or something that is like your favorite cheat snack or food?
Oh, I have a lot of cheats. Yeah, my favorite my favorite cheat meal is probably Mexican, and like just a fat Texas sized margarita. Like, I love
Mm.
Mexican. That's the thing that I miss the most right now, and that's probably what I guess try to duplicate in my prep meals, because there's obviously things that I just can't have right now. You just can't eat to go on stage. So I do miss Mexican food. Let's see. I mean, I like ice. I love eating. So when I'm not in prep, my coach and I work on trying to get me the most carbs that my body can handle. And we aren't like, he's really awesome about bumping me up, making sure that my body can handle it, making sure I'm not putting on too much fat, making sure I'm building muscle. So I really never feel like I'm restricted of anything. Even right now in prep, I'm still pretty happy with my diet.
Okay. You brought up margaritas, which leads me to asking a question. What are the effects of alcohol on gains?
Bad.
Really?
So alcohol is a toxin. And so it doesn't matter what kind of I mean, people say that there's some benefits to red wine, and I get that. I've read the studies, but at the end of the day, alcohol is a toxin, and when you're drinking alcohol, your body's going to stop everything else that it's doing and try to protect you and try to get rid of that alcohol.
Mm.
So, I mean, I like alcohol. I'm not shaming anyone, because when I'm not in prep, I enjoy alcohol. But if you're really serious about a goal, or if you're really serious about bodybuilding, which is a very aesthetic sport, it's really about how you look, then you have to consider what's worth it. So for me, even though maybe a vodka water isn't going to have a whole bunch of calories in it, right? Like, that's going to be the most macro friendly drink. I'm just not going to drink it until after I go on stage, because I need to focus on my nutrition, my gains, my sleep, and it's a toxin. So it's just not worth it for me right now.
All right. Well, it sounds like
But
the
after
body,
show, I'm gonna get a fat ass margarita.
it'll be well deserved.
Yeah.
Hey, I know that bodybuilders, men, like tend to drink like wine backstage because like it, I don't know, like pumps up your veins and all that jazz. Like, do women do that?
So I don't know about it pumping up your veins. I mean, sodium would do that. It's a vasodilator, I think is how you say it. But I have my very first coach. So I was doing a prep in 2015. I ended up not being able to go through with it because of some back issues. But my coach had suggested, I want to say 2 ounces of red wine before I went on stage to loosen me up.
Hmm.
But I don't think there's like a huge benefit to it, and my coach doesn't have that in our program now, so I'm not really going to worry about it. You do get certain snacks backstage, like you will see girls the day of with different candies and things like that to really help you pump up your muscles and to not look flat on stage. But unless my coach really wants me to take a shot of whiskey or something, I'm probably gonna just, bite the bullet and take the nerves.
Okay. I I can dig it. I mean, it's it can't be easy, that's for sure, to just avoid it altogether. I mean, it is nice to take the edge off in situations like that, but good on you for, pushing it aside.
Yeah. And with bodybuilding, it's you have to practice posing just as much as you have to practice anything else. So you can watch a show and see the guys and the girls that didn't practice, and that's why their confidence lacking, and that's why they might not place as well. So it's just as much about being disciplined in your posing practice as it is like being in the gym.
Would you say that Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime was like the best posing bodybuilder athlete?
He I don't know about the best. I mean, I've seen some incredible bodybuilders, but I mean, you just can't deny who he is and what he did for the sport. And God, that's a good vacuum. Like he can vacuum. That's goals. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, his posing is great, but I've seen some amazing bodybuilders do some really awesome routines. So maybe maybe not the best ever.
Okay. Well, vacuum's funny because I remember, like, I learned about vacuuming a couple of years ago, and, I didn't know what it was. It was from, like, Rich Pena,
Hmm.
and, s like, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this, like, I'm about to be Ab City." But it has nothing to do with that. It's just for posing, huh?
No, so vacuums are super important, not just for posing, but I mean, also even building that inner abdominal strength. So, my personal, or not my personal trainer, my physical therapist, when I did injure my back, one of the things that we did was essentially a laying vacuum. So, I'd lay on my back with my feet up so that my lower back was nice and flat, and the goal was to vacuum or stick, like she would say, belly button to spine, so a vacuum for as long as I could hold it. And it really helps on building those inner abdominal muscles that wrap around your spine and such, and really helps to support your back, relieve back issues. It fixed my overarching back problems. And so there's more benefits to it than just posing, but that's a huge reason why I do them every day.
Okay, I'm gonna do 'em more then
Yeah.
because, I mean, it's like it's challenge, like, you do 3 sets of 20 to 30 seconds, like, you are sweating.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And it'll help, like my coach, God, he's so smart, but he had a voice message that he sent the group explaining vacuums and all of their benefits, and explaining every different way that it affects your core and it affects your waist, and how doing vacuums every day for him has helped him as a bodybuilder shrink his waist, because for men it's really about that X shape, right? Big upper body, smaller waist, built legs. So he's a huge fan of them as well for a ton of reasons.
Okay. Well, yeah, it all sounds like a good reason to do them. I mean, you
Yeah.
can look good, you're working on your core, your lower back, all that stuff, especially, like, sitting in your ass, like, all day. Like,
Yeah.
chairs give me lower back problems, like.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Go out for a nightly walk and hold a vacuum and see how many house lengths you can hold it, and
Ooh,
then try to get better every day.
alright, I like that challenge, I'm gonna do it.
Challenge for all your listeners.
Yes. Suck it in, baby, just Google vacuums if you're listening and don't know.
I know I feel bad sometimes. I'm like, shit, I don't know how many people actually know what I'm talking about, and I'm trying to not get too bodybuildery on you.
Nope, go for it because my listeners are smart.
Cool, cool.
Yeah, they could use Google, but that's awesome. I'm definitely gonna utilize that. So, let's talk about music because I know that there are tons of studies that show the effects of listening to your favorite music while working out to get the best kind of output of like your energy. So what's in your playlist right now?
Hmm. Okay, so it definitely changes based on my mood, but I would say that um, classic rock probably pumps me up the most. So I love listening to AC/DC and Black Sabbath when I'm working out. I have moments where it's just straight Queen. The Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack, if you haven't listened to it on Spotify, I fucking love that soundtrack. So I'll play that when I'm working out. But yeah, anything that's really rock or classic rock makes me want to work harder.
Okay, didn't expect that. That's why
I love all music, but yeah.
I definitely should know better than to try to stereotype people.
Yeah. What do you think I listened to?
And I was like, Emily's gonna come through low key ratchet.
I mean, I love my ratchet shit, but that's like, when I'm in the car with my girls driving to the club and then we got some, Trina on or whatever, that's reserved for then.
Got it. Not for the gym.
Yeah.
Okay, that's funny. You just never know, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good stuff. So, like, who's your favorite artist right now?
Hmm.
Do you have one? I know it's always tough.
Yeah, it's tough. I would say because I really only listen to music occasionally in the gym. I'm a psychopath and will go in without headphones. And then when I'm in the car, I listen to just podcasts solely. So right now, my favorite artist or my most played artist is probably between Queen and Modest Mouse.
Okay. Wow. That's
Sorry.
no, I think it's cool. I mean, I love Queen. Like, it's so inspiring.
Oh yeah, huge. I'm a huge Queen fan.
Did you see the movie Bohemian
Oh,
Rhapsody?
yes. Saw it for my birthday. It came out on my birthday.
What did you think?
I loved it. There were some things that I was like towards the end, I was like, that's not how that happened. But I get that it's a movie, and they're just trying to make something great and sell tickets. But I thought they did a really good job, and I did like Rami Malek's performance. I thought he did a good job. It was originally supposed to be, oh, what's his name? Borat. What's his name?
Ari Cohen or whatever, right?
Yeah, whatever. He was supposed to play Freddy. So I was really nervous about Rami Malek because I was like, shit, I've only seen him in that one FX show, but it ended up being great and I loved it.
Yeah, it must have been one hell of a time working with the vocal coach or speech coach with those damn teeth.
Yes. Yeah, I love I was watching it with Darren, my boyfriend, who was like, those teeth look ridiculous. I'm like, have you seen Freddy, like pictures of him? And he was pretty shocked.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why he had the mustache because to hide it.
Yeah, for all that teeth. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I loved it though.
Yeah, but that dude Freddie Mercury could have sang, like, I think he had 5 or 6 octaves or something, like, what was his vocal range?
Oh, that scene where God, I love the scene where they're making Bohemian Rhapsody because it's just so much fun to watch and just listening to all that and just knowing what kind of artists they all were. It was really cool.
Yeah, it would have been, like, awesome to be a fly on the wall during that session.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff, so well, we definitely learned a lot about your music taste, which is across like, over everything,
Yeah.
unpredictable.
Yeah. I truly, truly do listen to just about everything.
That's good, though. I think it shows, like, people's character because when individuals are, like, closed-minded towards music, you're like, "Dude, you don't enjoy anything."
Yeah. I secretly judge people that only listen to one genre or just a few artists. I'm like, but I won't say that to anyone's face. But
Yeah, my buddy's like that in his I whatever his playlist or whether he pulls up Spotify, Apple, like, he's the worst dude to hand the aux cord to because he just has country, and, like, I'm like, "Dude, do you only have sex in missionary position? Like, how lame are you?"
yeah. Oh, now I feel bad, but yeah, no shade. Just broaden your horizons.
That's it. So if he's listening, stop being lame, dude. All right. Well, what I would like to get your insight on with social media, I always think it's great to hear women's story about like their DMs and how impolite dudes are. Be-
Yeah, it's probably just as gross as you can imagine. I have had my fair share of dick pics. I've had girlfriends actually report it, like call the non-emergency police line and report people for sending dick pics because in Texas, like you can get in trouble for that. And then of course I get, do you want to be my sugar baby every single day? I get random compliments or people wanting to meet up, and it's weird because I'm pretty open about being in a relationship, having a boyfriend. Darren and I have been together for a year now, so it's no secret or surprise, but that doesn't stop guys.
yeah. No shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up. Like I think it's like disrespectful that dudes just think that's an okay avenue or way to approach somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks sometimes, but you just, I mean, you keep them in your message request and you just don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's true. That's like would be the I got these couple older women who keep hitting me up like it's the same two every week about me being their sugar baby, but they are like consistent. Like they like my posts. Like they're really trying to work to show me that it's not a scam.
Maybe you should take them up on it.
Fuck that.
That was good to hear.
I don't even know how that works because they're like not even requesting naked pictures, just someone to spoil. And I'm like, what do I give you like like my bank info and you just like send me money? They
I
can't
would
be cash apping.
like Venmo you or something. I don't know.
It's just weird, like why to claim that. I don't know why anybody would do that.
No, I don't kink shame. So maybe they want to spend their money and they want your companionship.
I'm gonna write them back and be like, hey, can you prove to me that like you got this money to blow?
Can I see your bank statements, please?
Yeah, like why should I believe you?
Yeah. Yeah, I pretty much just assume every sugar daddy that's in my DMs is a scam or fake or, something weird.
Some dude from the Middle East trying to like get a sneak peek.
Yeah.
Bunch of jerks, but that's the worst of my IG DMs. Or people keep asking me to get more followers, and that's just
Oh,
insulting.
I get that nonstop, like pay for this and we'll promote you. Or I've had people follow me and they look like they're a legit Instagram, like with good content, and I'll follow back. And then they message me and, well, if you pay $50, we can get you more followers or we can give you a shout out for $25. I'm like, I do not want to pay for your shout out. So, and then I just unfollow and move on.
Yeah, that shit is whack.
Yeah.
So, well, what in your opinion, like, what do you think the best platform is to connect with clients and fans? With you got Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram. Like, what do you think ends up yielding the best results?
I feel like for fitness, Instagram, while it's very saturated, is still the best place. It's where I've gotten the most clients. But I also think that Facebook's marketing and ads do a very good job, and I've seen that firsthand with Paleo. So I think that that's also a good way to get clients and to connect with people. I really don't use Twitter or Snapchat at all for training. That's really just for friends.
Okay. So, I know that taking your own pictures is a complete bitch because I have to do it myself and I have to plan outfits. I don't want the same look every single time, like, same background. Like, I just
Mhm.
changed t-shirts and took 10 pictures. I can't do that. So, like, what what type of, behind the scenes secrets do you have about the process?
So I have, or I'll try to have, it's not very often, content days where I'll get glammed up. I have a cute outfit on, or I have two cute outfits ready to go. And I find places in San Antonio and I'll save them on Instagram and go there and shoot. So if there's somewhere I'm like, that's beautiful, that's going to make a good picture, I'll save it. And then whenever I'm ready, like if I'm with a friend, we just make it content day. If I'm with Darren, we'll make it a date night after. So I'll go out, I'll get the pictures that I want, and then we'll go enjoy dinner while I'm all, glammed up. And that's how I'll save content.
Okay. Is it acceptable to, all right, say like, here's an example. Today is June 23rd, and I take like say 4 or 5 pictures, couple different outfits, uh, several pictures in the same outfit, and then 2 months from now, which could potentially be like 40 to 50 pictures later, can I post a picture from like the shoot I did today?
Yeah, who gives a shit? I mean, the only like so I've done that before. If you have content lined up and you're saving it, who cares? You know what I mean? Unless for me, like right now, because I'm in prep, and I'm losing weight, I'm probably not going to post a picture that I took 3 months ago just because one, I want to enjoy prep while I'm in it and take pictures with my physique the way it is. And then two, people would be confused if they know that I'm in prep for a show and I'm X amount of weeks out, but I have a picture where I'm 10 pounds heavier. So, but I mean, if you're not doing anything like that, then who cares?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to get the best bang for my buck. Like, so now I'm thinking, okay, say I take a picture of me like from my left side, and but 2 months from now, I want to use that picture again because I was slacking on my photo game. Maybe if I just switch it, rotate it, like maybe that could work.
Yeah, I would say depending on, I don't know, I guess how many, it depends on if your follower is going to call you out on it. If they notice, then you got caught, but if not, who cares?
Yeah, I don't know. And like, how bad could the backlash be? Oh, they're reusing pictures.
Yeah, and that's what I'll do, a photo shoot and I'll have 5 pictures I love and I will try to spread it out over like a month or so and post a different pose but the same photo shoot. No one's ever complained at me for that. So,
Yeah, fuck them.
yeah, who cares? It's just Instagram, it's just content.
Yeah, there's so many out there. I mean, nobody can remember. Like, I don't remember the people I follow if they're wearing like the same T-shirt 2 weeks from now.
Yeah. The only thing is, I've known that some people with higher followings, I've had friends where somebody has gone back in their page like months prior and were like, you posted this before.
Uh-oh.
But I mean, then that's on the creepy person that's, stalking your Instagram. So, yeah.
I can't wait for the day when I have like people like that. Like, that's when I think you start to make it.
Yeah, I've had girlfriends that have like hundreds of thousands of followers, and they're like, "Yeah, I get comments on my very first picture still, and that was 1,000 pictures ago." But people will go all the way back to the beginning of their Instagram and go through every single one.
That's okay. That's a little bit obsessive.
Yeah.
I mean, I have like sat there and scrolled all the way to the bottom of like somebody's IG just to see like what their followers looked like their interactions looked like, say like a year and a half ago.
Hmm.
And it's always interesting like to musicians. And so I would like do it to look like, okay, if they just started posting and say they got like 30 lights, 60 lights, but then all of a sudden, like a month later, they're getting thousands and thousands of likes. You're like, oh shit, like what type of marketing campaign did they do to all of a sudden get all of that?
Yeah. Did they go viral or did they buy it?
Right. Could have bought it.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I never liked I'm not gonna like something that far. That's creepy.
Yeah. Then they know that you're stalking.
Yeah, and plus some people like could be 18 now, and then 1,000 pictures ago would have been like 15, and that's really creepy.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to do that.
Cannot do that. Well, okay, so this next segment is fun. Um, this is the pickup line rating segment, and I like to get your perspective on these pickup lines. Um, Caveat to our listeners and to you, obviously, but uh, I know you have a boyfriend. I am not intentionally saying these things to hit on you.
We understand.
Okay, you're a woman. I want your perspective. So, like, it's fun to get that perspective on this show. And I don't really know if like dudes use pickup lines anymore. Maybe they do online, but maybe we can help somebody out. They can jack one of these and then find the love of their life.
Okay.
So, I've got several lined up here, but how this works is I'm going to say the pickup line and then you rate it cute or lame.
Okay.
And then maybe we can talk about why I didn't make the cut.
Okay, I'm ready for it.
All right. So, here's the first one. My friends bet I can't talk to the prettiest girl. Want to use their money to buy a drink?
Uh, lame.
Lame.
I don't know. I'm not a huge pickup line fan, but I'm just if I was in the club and somebody said that to me, might be a little flattered, but I'd also be like, ooh, it was a little cheesy.
Okay. All right. One lame.
Okay.
Okay. Roses are red, violets are blue. I can't rhyme, but can I date you?
Nope. No, it's that's too cheesy. Like that's like you come up to me and say that in the club, and I'm like, all right, you've been practicing that. How many other girls did you say that to? How long have you been saying that? That one's not working with me.
Okay. Fair.
God, I hope I don't shoot them all down.
That's a you totally can. I mean, I have yet to go oh for whatever, but first time for everything. So here's the next one. My mom thinks I'm gay. Can you help me prove her wrong?
No, oh no, no, that one would. Yeah, I'd have to go. I'd have to go lame with that one. I'd be like, if your mama thinks that, she knows you best. So
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
trying to be your beard.
Wow, okay, that was a good perspective. I thought it was funny, like, I was laughing my ass off when I found that one, but you're right, it would not get any good results.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are like maybe Tinder funny, but yeah, if I heard that one IRL, I'd be like, maybe you should figure out why your mom thinks that.
Yeah, I may try that one on Tinder.
Let me know how it goes. I'm curious.
They're gonna be like, "You're 34 and now trying to prove this?"
Yeah, that's another. Yeah.
Whoops. Okay, here's fingers crossed for this one. If
Okay.
you were a vegetable, you'd be a cucumber.
Okay, that one's kind of cute. I
Yes, we
think that
got one.
one is like simple enough and like short, sweet to the point where I'd be like, okay, that's cute.
Alright, 1 for 4. We can we'll take that one.
Cool.
Excellent. So, yeah, guys use the cucumber one, and all the other ones are trash, unless maybe Tinder, but that's trash too. So,
Yeah, I actually my relationship with Darren started because I hit him with a pickup line.
really, care to share?
Sure. So we had met in person, but it was just very casual, like talking. And then we followed each other on Instagram, and I was like, "This boy's cute. I want to shoot my shot." So I sent him on Instagram just a basketball emoji. And he was supposed to respond and say, "What's that?" And I would say, "It's me shooting my shot." But my dumbass didn't realize I sent it during playoffs. And so he responded, "Oh, are you watching the game?" And I was like, "Oh no, I don't know how to
Uh,
recover." But I said it anyway. I said, "No, I'm not. I'm trying to shoot my shot." And he said I had good aim and history after that. But yeah, so maybe just slide in her DMs and send her a basketball. Or ladies, make the first move and send them something.
I like it. It's a good play. That's very creative.
Yeah, I have to credit my girlfriend Alex, but Yeah, so I can thank her for my relationship now.
Wow, I like it. Might might steal that one.
Just
Why?
simple enough.
That's awesome. Well, that's a good story, and hopefully that's the last time you have to use a basketball emoji in that way.
Yeah, I hope so.
That's cool. Well, look, we'll roll into this next one of the last segments here. It's lightning round segment. It's a last chance kind of for our listeners to get to know you. And how it works is I say words or phrases, and you respond with green light, like for you like it, you're good with it, you've experienced it, a okay, or red light, fuck that, no way.
Okay, cool.
But the key thing is it's called lightning round because you have to give your immediate response.
Okay, I'll try my best.
All right. And we'll talk about like each one after to get more insight.
Okay.
All right. So first one,
Mm-hmm.
pineapple on pizza.
Red.
You don't like it?
No, I am not a huge fan of cooked pineapple.
Okay.
I don't like it warm.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
It is weird warm.
Yeah.
It's not like a tomato at all.
No, like even on a like shish kebab, I like it fresh. So I don't shame people that like it on pizza, but I like mine fresh.
Gotcha. Okay. Scary movies.
Green light.
What have you seen any ones recently?
What did I watch recently? I don't know if it's scary. So we went into The Hunt thinking it was scary, but it's not really. It's kind of more of a thriller. And then before that, I can't think of what I've watched because it's been a while. But I'm a huge horror movie fan.
Okay, they've got that new Kevin Bacon one out on streaming called You Should Have Left. You seen the previews for that?
No, I haven't.
Eh, I mean,
Is it the same?
it's supposed to be pretty good. It's like about this family who goes and uses a like it's like an Airbnb,
Mhm.
but the house is like doing really weird stuff. Like the inside of the room measures at 26 feet, but outside measures at 21 feet.
Okay.
So it's like larger inside than on the outside, and like hallways look larger when the lights turn off, and like I
Hmm.
guess he starts getting haunted while he's in there. But
I might have to check it out.
yeah, I think it's worth a look. Like people are like, yeah, Kevin Bacon's back with this one.
Yeah, I can't even think of like the last thing that I watched Kevin Bacon in. Wasn't he in that really corny movie where like he's
Tremors.
invisible?
Which
Well,
one?
no, where he's invisible.
Oh, Invisible Man.
Yeah, didn't they? So is that one that's out now a remake? I never did look into it.
No, this one, the one that's out now is like different from that, but it's the same. I think the same guy who produced that one is also making this movie.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it was supposed to be a remake or not.
Yeah, Invisible Man was stupid.
Uh, I figured.
Yeah, I did not like that one. He like becomes a jerk. Like he goes through that the scientific study to be invisible for like either weapon system or whatever, but then
Mhm.
like they can't change it back. So he is like going around and just doing bad things to women. That's all I'll say. But
Yeah.
yeah, Kevin Bacon gets weird in that movie. All right, so next one, s'mores.
Green light.
All right, like the campfires.
Yep. Yep. Love it.
Cool. Sushi.
Green light.
Okay. Uh, here's a good one. Creatine.
Green light.
Yeah, do you like it?
Yeah, I use it. Not so much anymore, but your body does need it, and I used to use it. I would do a scoop of creatine in kind of like my pre-workout drink. So I would have my BCAAs, creatine and then a little bit of salt for the sodium. And I would drink that like while I was walking on the treadmill to warm up.
Okay. All right. I like it. I just can never get that shit to mix in whatever I'm mixing it with. It's always chalky.
Yeah, I would just continue to shake it when I would drink it. So before every sip, I'd shake it again.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Here's the last one for the fans. Okay. Twerking.
Green light.
Eh?
I love a good twerker. I can't twerk for my life, but I have some girlfriends that can just shut the club down twerking, and so that's always fun to watch.
Yeah, but you've never tried it? You can't.
Oh, I've tried it, just not good at it. So, not much of a twerker.
That's awesome. But you appreciate the art form.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Excellent. Well, listen, this has been a great show having you on here. I really appreciate you sharing the entertainment with me and also the tons of knowledge you have on the fitness and health industry. Appreciate that. So, what I want to offer to you now is the floor to say whatever you want, the plugs, where fans can find you, what's up with Haleo, and all that jazz. So, it is all you.
Cool. Thank you. So y'all can find me on Instagram. It's at Emily Getreu. That's Getreu. And y'all can DM me for training or anything else. Haleo, my code is Emily G10, and I have my Haleo affiliate link in my bio of my Instagram, so y'all can just click that. You don't even have to use the code. And that's really, I think, all I have to plug. Hit me up if you need a personal trainer.
Awesome. All right, everyone. I want to say thank you for tuning in to this episode of The Output. Be sure to follow Emily, hit her up, especially if you are interested in stepping up your fitness game or you want to adjust your life for a better way and living healthy. Hit her up, check her out, and then obviously you can go and rock some sweet Haleo gear. So, this has been The Output with me, DJ Unprotected, a podcast presented by Aztec Nation. If you want some behind the scenes action and bonus footage, check me out at patreon.com/the output. That's patreon.com/the output. All right. Well, I hope you're picking up what we're putting out. We've got a lot to say. Tune in next week. We've got another great guest. We out.